Hello everyone! We actually have a Keeping Up with Star Rail regarding Saber that came out today, so we're going to be watching this. And then at the end I'll give you my opinion regarding how you potentially want to build her. So stay tuned for that. It's probably going to be a timestamp if you want to go to there directly if you want that information and don't care about the rest of the video. Alright, let's get into this.
Dear audience, we're here in the nation of Dream Seekers, Nekomimi, an epic showdown that
It's kind of cool
crosses
to
time
return
and
to Nekomimi.
space
It's
will
been a while.
debut here with dreams as the prize. The first Nekomimian Holy Grail War is about to begin.
Yo!
7 heroic spirits answered the summons, each one a towering
It's so cool
figure
that
of history and
Lancer is here
legend.
too. I think it's only going to be an
Among the
NPC
highly
sadly,
favored
but yeah.
contestants, whispers speak of a king from another world, now returning to
Yeah,
the
but just
battlefield
practice,
as the
guys.
servant Saber,
Just in case.
renowned for cleaving through enemies and felling formidable adversaries. Will her sacred sword once again
Look
claim
at her
victory in her name?
go! She's so pretty. I love the
On
dress.
this episode of Keeping Up with Star Rail, let's take a look at the ever-triumphant King of Knights, Saber. We're also delighted to welcome Mr. Rekka,
Oh, Rekka.
another servant participating in the Holy Grail War.
They need to
as
release full
today's
star
guest.
characters. They haven't seen it
Greetings,
forever. I don't know why they
I'm
didn't
Rekka.
release Mr. Rekka when
Actually,
it came
I'm
out.
participating as a servant after merging with the spirit origin of a director named Grady.
Dude, his English voice is
it's
so
that whole
weird.
possession thing I've heard about?
Like, in English, like, "Hello, it's time for the movie with the remembrance power. Ma." In Japanese, he has just like a badass deep voice. He's like, Yokoso. It's like, whoa, shit. The vibe is so different. Like, I understand, like, it can't be a one-to-one between, like, different languages, but at least go with something similar. He sounds so goofy in English. I'm sorry. Let's
I
get to this.
prefer to think of it more as a sort of method acting experience.
So, given your current role in the Holy Grail War, are
Oh,
you
my
also
lord.
determined to claim the Grail for yourself?
The Holy Grail? Oh no, that's merely a MacGuffin. It holds no real significance for me.
Damn.
What truly matters to me is witnessing the actors' superb performances and the compelling character arcs as they spiral toward their climactic peaks.
Fair enough.
Mr. Rekka, you're truly a dedicated filmmaker. Without further ado, let's get acquainted with one of the brightest stars in this Holy Grail War, Miss Saber, Camelot's King of Knights.
Ah, spoiler! I'm kidding.
Saber is a wind character on the path of destruction.
Dude, she's so pretty.
She's a
Again, I'm sorry,
peerless
but she's so pretty.
swordmaster who fights with a blade
I love
that
her
is
dress so
near
much.
invisible. Speaking of which, Mr. Rekka, if I may ask, is this one of those only smart people can see it type of swords?
Don't insult
No,
yourself.
this is magecraft. The blade is shrouded in magical energy, compressing air to bend light, creating invisibility. What brilliant special effects!
Indeed.
Oh, I see. So it's magecraft. Oh, that's a relief. When using her basic attack, Saber deals wind damage to one designated enemy.
So cool.
When using her skill, Saber unleashes her blade's high-pressure air, dealing wind damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. After an ally uses their ultimate, Saber's damage increases for a certain number of turns, and she gains core resonance.
Okay.
Core resonance can be transformed into energy for Saber. If Saber has enough core resonance to fully restore her energy, she can use her skill to consume it all, converting
Oh,
it into
interesting.
energy.
So
Otherwise,
basically,
using
she
her
gets
skill
those
grants
stacks.
Saber core.
She gets those stacks, and when she has enough stacks to immediately get her ultimate, I think you can see it here. It's like the white line there. So you got two lines. You got the actual energy she has, and then you got the white line which denotes how much core she has will restore her energy. And then if it's enough to fully restore, just by using the skill, you will use all the core resonance to get her ultimate, which is very, very cool. So basically, you can skill and ulti right away.
Resonance. And when that radiant blade reveals its true form, the ever-victorious king
Excalibur!
shall proclaim the true name of the miracle in her hands. When using her ultimate, Saber deals wind damage to all enemies,
so
accompanied
badass, I
by
love it.
multiple additional hits that bounce and deal damage to one random enemy.
Incredible, simply incredible! That holy sword cleaved through chaos itself, shattered the shackles of physical law, and carved a grand epic straight into my skull!
Oh my
On
lord.
top of wielding that 40-meter-long sword, unlocking specific traits traces allows Saber to instantly regenerate energy at the start of combat, if her energy is below a certain threshold. It's also worth mentioning that Saber can accumulate overflow energy, ensuring no excess is ever wasted. After using her ultimate, Saber's next basic attack is enhanced, dealing wind damage to all enemies. She also gains core resonance.
Sharp, stylish, ruthless, and precise. This is top-tier action choreography. To miss even a frame is to commit a cinematic sin.
When using her enhanced basic attack, if there are no more than 2 enemy targets, Saber deals increased damage. After unlocking specific traces, Saber
That's pretty
gains
cool because
mana
that way
burst
she
at the
has
start
ways of
combat
still
and
being
when
pretty
using her
efficient in
enhanced
solo
basic
targets.
attack. If Saber's core resonance is enough to fully regenerate her energy, she consumes mana burst to immediately take action and recovers 1 skill point for allies. This makes Saber's combat flow much smoother. Once the conditions are met, she can immediately take action, use her skill to fully regenerate energy, and seamlessly follow with her ultimate. After using her technique to enter combat, Saber gains additional core resonance and receives an attack increase for several turns.
Okay, very nice.
So let's sum it up. Miss Saber can deal single target and AoE damage, with her ultimate being her main damage source. Whenever an ally uses an ultimate or Saber uses any attack other than a basic attack, she gains core resonance. If Saber's current core resonance is enough to fully recover her
You'll
energy,
get a nice recap here.
use her skill to convert all of it into
Man,
energy,
she's so cool.
and
I love
then
her.
unleash
I still can't believe we
Excalibur,
actually got a
wiping out
collab
the
in it,
enemies
so
in one powerful burst.
it's so nice considering we
The atmosphere is
never got
perfect.
another collab
Now
in
what we
Genshin.
need is a movie. Actors, ready. Lights, ready. Camera.
Oh, ready?
All right. All that's missing is a title for this blockbuster. Any suggestions, Miss Carmella?
I've got it.
This is
Let's
nice.
call
This is
it
a great free-to-play team.
Boom!
Oh, there's one missing, but
Excalibur!
get the idea.
Act 1, Scene 1, Take 1, and action!
The Trailblazer takes action first, using their skill to summon them. Miss Tingyun follows closely behind, using her skill to buff Miss Saber before using her ultimate, regenerating all of Saber's energy.
Yeah.
Mem is also fully charged and lends Miss Saber some help by giving her a buff. Miss Saber takes the spotlight, finishing with a dazzling ultimate, sending her enemies packing.
Yo!
Yet the battle is far from over. Even more enemies have now entered the fray. Miss Saber remains calm under pressure. With a swift and clean enhanced basic attack, she delivers a fierce opening strike, gaining both core resonance and mana burst.
Okay.
The Trailblazer follows up with their ultimate.
This is like they're
granting Miss
giving
Saber
like
core
an example of
resonance
what
again.
team could be pretty
Saber
good
then uses
for her.
skill, gaining more
Or at least
core
how her
resonance.
mechanic works
Before
directly.
long, Miss Saber has accumulated enough core resonance to fully replenish her energy. She consumes mana burst and immediately takes action, using her skill to consume all core resonance. At full energy, she's ready to end the fight. She uses her noble phantasm Excalibur, and a pillar of towering light incinerates her enemies to ashes.
Man, so cool.
Good riddance.
Excalibur!
No good! The actors playing the villains are fired! They couldn't hold their own in the scene at all!
In that case, let's hope the Holy Grail War brings together a cast of truly exceptional
Indubitably.
actors. Is there anything else you'd like to share about the Holy Grail War?
I can hardly wait. Such a grand war is bound to inspire a cinematic masterpiece. May every actor shine in their role. Help me! Rekka! Help me!
Hello? Who's this?
Who are you? I'm a master. Get me a real person on the line.
Alright.
A master? Who's that?
It's for you?
This is Rekka.
Help me, Rekka. There's this blue guy. He's up to no good. He's about to throw his spear at me.
Have you tried hitting the pause button?
Who's that master?
Oh, right. Good thing I hit pause. That spear nearly hit me. You jerk. Get me Grady on the line. Now! Wait. Good sir, let's not be hasty. Please don't come any closer.
Who was
Such
that?
a pity.
Maybe we can
goes
see in the
one of my
voices here.
finest comedic talents.
Scott? I have no idea. Alright, so that was interesting. I'm not a big fan of the fluff and the humor, I suppose. But it's nice to have like a little recap of how she actually functions, especially because we haven't really had like any big information recently. But yeah, so this is very nice. Now, For those of you that are wondering how to build her, right? If you're wondering what's the best way to build her. So, first of all, regarding Lightcones, her signature Lightcone, a Thankless Coronation, I believe, is gonna be her best in slot. But if you are more a free to play, definitely go for On the Fall of Neon. It's the Herta shop Lightcone. It's one of the best Lightcone, one of the best 5-star free Lightcone. So definitely go for this one for her. She'll benefit from it. Now, in terms of how you actually want to build her, I think her best in slot equipment is definitely going to be the Wave Strider one, I believe it's called. The Wave Strider Captain, I think. This is the one that when she gets targeted by an ally, they get 1 stack of help, and once she has 2 stack of help, when she ulties, she loses the stack, and before the ulti is cast, she gets a massive attack buff. Because most of her damage actually comes from her ultimate, this is what you want to get, right? Because you want to be able to get that massive buff for her ulti, which is fantastic. And because you definitely want to play her with buffers in her team and stuff like that, she's going to be targeted by allies. So this is great. Now for her, for Planar Ornaments, I definitely recommend going for something like Firmament Frontline Glamoth, because this is going to give her some buff depending on her speed, and generally you always want to get like 135 speed, so you're going to be able to activate that. There are other options, obviously. You can go for Inertial Soto. This is going to buff her ultimate if you have enough crit rate, and she's easy to build in crit rate. You can go for, you know, the classic like Space Stealing Station if you want, Sealing Station, sorry, if you want attack buff. Although nowadays I feel like it's kind of whatever, but there's also the Really Talent Arena if you want. I think those are all fine options. I feel like the Planar Ornament is probably the one that's easiest to, you know, just use the pieces that you have the better stats on, right? Speaking of stats, body, you want crit rate. Crit rate is going to be the most important one. You can easily get 100% crit rate with her traces and stuff like that. So definitely try to aim for the 80% crit rate on her. Then she gets a lot of crit damage in her kit. So that's why you can actually get more crit rate and crit damage. So crit rate, body piece, feet for like the boots, you definitely want to go for speed. For the sphere, you definitely want to go wind damage. Attack percentage is okay, but I recommend wind. That way you don't overcap in attack percentage, because with the character she's gonna play, they're gonna buff her attack in general. And rope, attack percentage is good. Now for the substat, crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage, speed, always gonna be the best for her. So that's what you want to prioritize on. Now moving on from that, in terms of teammates, her free-to-play team, I'm going to start with this, that way like most people will be able to already use that. Saber, obviously, and then you can go for Remembrance MC to give those buff, that advance forward, as well as the true damage is very good. Ting Yun is going to be a fantastic support. She gives energy, she gives buff, so that works very well. And for sustain, you can either go for someone like Lynx, for example, because I believe she's still given for free in one of the events that's still like permanently available. Otherwise, someone like Gallagher, if you have him, is very good. The good thing with Gallagher is very SP positive, so this can help tremendously if you are using a lot of SP to basically give a lot of buff for your Saber. That can be an option. Now, in terms of more best in slot teams, or some of the options you have, I think one of the best teams is definitely going to be with Sunday or Bronya if you don't have Sunday. Robin is going to be fantastic. And finally, either Gallagher if you want a more SP positive team. Otherwise, I do recommend Ho personally, because she gives so much energy regen and attack buff that's going to benefit greatly Saber. So that would be my opinion in terms of how you want to build her. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.